up, Internet? Xiagax here, coming at you with my Destiny Weekly Nightfall Rewards video. And this week we went and fought Valis to Arik, aka Rockets McDickface, and he sure earns that nickname. We fought him on Mars with the mods Juggler and Lightswitch, which means you won't pick up nearly as much ammo, and these enemies will smack you around like a little ragdoll. Because, yeah, that's what Lightswitch does. You get extra melee damage. So, yeah. First things first, I need to apologize for no Nightfall video last week. I unfortunately lost video footage with my Titan, and thus making the whole video as a whole just too short. So that kind of sucked. Take my word on it that when I say that I didn't get anything all that good, I think the best thing I got out of it was the Badger CCL, which is the Vanguard Scout Rifle, and not really a fan of Vanguard Scout Rifles. I mean, I am exotic Scout Rifles, but not really Vanguard Scout Rifles. But anyhow, so, first character I am running with here is my Hunter. I was using Patience and Time, then switched to the Icebreaker. I'm also using Abyss Defiant. A good idea for this strike would be to run with solar and void weapons. I think you use your solar weapons against the Centurions, or I don't know, it was one of the guys with the energy shield, and also void weapons so that you can take out Scions. But anyhow, oh yeah, I switched to the back to Patience and Time here, so I could dispatch of this tank here. So I could also go invisible. I could just take him out quickly, which we did. We then rushed through one of the little cavern and then got to the whatever this place is. I can't remember. I know the game calls it a ship, but it doesn't really look like a ship. But anyhow, this was, I mean, at least with the Hunter, it was not very hard. Probably because I ran with a group that was actually smart and they weren't complete morons. I can't say that for the other another group that I ran with later. But either way, it's not a hard strike itself. I think it's just people don't really like how long it is, at least in rock strikes. But I think when it's a Nightfall, people don't seem to mind. I'm not doing a very good job taking out that Scion there because for whatever reason I feel like I need to shoot a solar weapon at it. Not good, but whatever. We got past them, and then we get on to Rockets McDickface here, whom we are patiently awaiting to get out here. I was gonna try to jump to this cheese spot and didn't work, so I just said, forget it. It's not worth cheesing up there anyway because you can't move very much. So then there's this other area which you can hide and do a very good job of shooting at Valis and the rest of his lackeys here. I think I should also mention that I was also trying to go for Walking Tall here. And long story short, you'll see in a little bit here that I failed at that because and it wasn't any of the enemies that did it, that did me in. I actually blew myself up, and that was embarrassing. It was quite embarrassing, but gotta love this Patience and Time though. I mean, at least you can hit these guys from a distance and go invisible. But oh my gosh, I gotta say though, Valis Dark here is just quite the bullet sponge, and not only that, he's extra annoying with the fact that he moves around and he hits you like a powerhouse, and you can't really do much to get away from him except hide. Yeah, you can't really go toe to toe with him. You gotta hide most of the time, just because he's packing too much firepower there. And the only thing really balancing him out there is the fact that he doesn't move very fast. But to me, that doesn't seem like that great of a trade-off there. So, just going to be trying to level these guys here with my Blade Dancer, which I don't think that works very well. It's hitting, I think technically that's hitting a wall, so it just stops at those boxes there right in front of me. So, yeah, not a good idea on my part. So, if you learned anything from me, people, don't just Blade Dance and just throw your, Razor's Edge at the wall. So I'm gonna troll. Wow, yeah, I'm gonna troll Valis Dark here. I'm gonna slowly rocket him and miss twice. I think. Well, the second one actually kind of got him with Merv explosions, and yeah. So I got my rocket launcher out here, and oh boy, it just rocket launchers in some cramped places, they make me nervous. I think that's why I stopped moving around with a rocket launcher, just because I'm afraid if I shoot with that, it's gonna screw me over. Oh wait, never mind. We don't see me die here, but we do see Volasark die, and Daniel Hartzella was very nice to interrupt. Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it. So, first reward that we got with the Hunter here was time on target. Vanguard Pulse Rifle. Just, not as good as I would have liked. But hey, at least I wasn't the one that got those 12 shards. So, yeah. Moving on, yes, the Hunter, not the Hunter, the Titan is next, and oh my gosh, yes, as the text you can see on screen, incoming fails. Be prepared for me to die a lot here. I'm actually going to blame this on the teammates that I had here because they decided to rush through. They didn't bother to take any of these guys out here. They just, you know, I mean, if you're gonna recruit people on LFG people, the least you could do is make sure that you can all get in a group here. And I mean, it's not very hard to figure out where people are gonna show up. They always start at the beginning of the respawn restricted area. So when you invite somebody and you're only so far through, or you have not gotten to another checkpoint, they're gonna show up at the last checkpoint, which is, again, the beginning of the last respawn restricted area you came through. So that means, I mean, if I start here and you haven't even gotten past the giant tank, I'm going to show up here. And 4 deaths already. That's just embarrassing. Again, I blame my teammates because they didn't do a very good job of clearing this area out. They just ran through, and I had to do the same, and I couldn't do it. It's like 1 against 10 here, and I'm just not doing a very good job of getting through. And you'll see that this is even, and I think we're about halfway through how many deaths I got. I don't know, maybe a little more. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I die a lot more than 5 times. So, yeah, people, this is the value of teamwork here. If you want all your fire team members to be able to get up with you and all be in a group so that you can all take out the enemy at the same time and be an effective team, you might want to help your fire team members out. Don't leave one of them hanging, especially when they're already dead, because, I mean, that's just plain not fun. Understandable if you can't reach them, but this is just ridiculous. I mean, good God, I can't even remember how many times I died exactly. I think even after recording this, I think it was not that many times. I don't know. But at this point, I was just plain frustrated. Little did I know that these guys were not in fire team chat, which kind of sucked, because in that way I could have actually gotten their attention a little bit earlier and gotten out of this mess. Yeah, oh my God, this right here was just the epitome of not working as a team. So yeah, my suggestion to you people, once again, work as a team. Also, if you're going to be inviting people in the middle of the mission, you might want to do a better job of learning where the checkpoints are at, so that way you know where somebody's going to show up. And this is not, and I'm not just saying this because I died. You want to make sure that, I mean, you just want to make sure that that a teammate is not getting stuck behind, because it's not, I mean, not just for their sake, but for yours as well. Because if you don't have all 3 people there, how can you be an effective team? An effective team. Wow. That's how frustrated this is making me. I'm watching this, and that's how frustrated I am. It's screwing up my own speech. So I can't remember. Is this the last one or not? I don't even remember. Because, I mean, I don't even know what to say about this. I mean, 10 times? 10 freaking times I died? So, yeah, if I want you people to watch this. Watch this. This is what happens when you don't work as a team. Yeah. As you can tell, I am just, at this point, I'm already throwing out expletives. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, just so, again, work as a team. So I think this is where I about got out, because that guy is distracting him, and I finally managed to get out of that mess. So thank God. I mean, 11 times. That's kind of sad. If one of your teammates is dying that many times, there's probably a reason why. And you can't, and blaming that person, I mean, for not being good is not necessarily an excuse, but either way, I finally made it to Valis to Arik here, and my patience was wearing thin. I wanted this guy to be dead, because I wanted him dead for a couple of reasons. I wanted Gjallarhorn, and I wanted to be done with this strike, at least on the Hunter, or well, Hunter's done already, so the Titan, that's what I meant. Did a very good job of, you know, evading fire, and these guys also didn't look like they were doing all that great of a job of killing Rocket's McDickface here when we had him just about dead. They were too busy hiding. At this point, yeah, I mean, if this guy's at this much health, I would start, you know, charging him. Anyhow, put a couple of icebreaker bullets into his head, and he burns away in hell. Thank God, Titan is done. And sure enough, these guys, not only that, but these guys were really cocky, and they decided to go screwing around, you know, shooting everything, and, you know, shooting their own teammates like they think it's funny. But hey, at least I got a heavy weapon engram. But it was all for naught, because Bungie once again decides to troll me. They gave me a rocket launcher, but not the one I was looking for. So, with my patience wearing thin, I moved on to the Warlock and said, I don't want to do the whole thing. I was tired of it. And people were texting me, hence the little sonic ring chime thing. And that was also, it was very distracting. I had people texting me while I was trying to do this. So, I mean, I was already high-strung trying to get this all done. Was none too happy about just previous events, not to mention that there were people being distracting. Regardless, I think with this group we did it fairly effectively. I actually skipped through most of the strike because the guy was already here. I don't know if it's because two people helped him through, or he just managed a solo thing, in which case, props to that guy. I don't remember who it was. I can't remember who was hosting. Either way, I decided I would test out my brand new black hammer, and, well, that was a great test. It just got absolutely mullered. So, yeah. And I recently got that black hammer. That's been one of the weapons that has actually just been extremely elusive. So it's kind of in the ranks of Gjallarhorn. And Gold Girl also happened to interrupt me in my recording session here. So shout out to her. I gotta learn to put myself on away when I start doing these things. But regardless, Again, this was a good run here. I just trying to be very careful not to get killed by Rocket McDickface here again. Don't worry, he died. And at least this time, my teammates were actually being useful. So yeah, pretty good set of runs here, unless we consider the very last rewards here, which kind of were once again disappointing, because I got once again another rocket launcher. That was not Gjallarhorn. Oh wow, Bungie, you really know how to push my buttons here. So yeah, overall, I would say mediocre set of runs here. I mean, didn't get the rewards I really was hoping for. At least it was all legendary weapons, and thank God for no shards. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like in the like box. Leave a comment if you like. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and subscribe for more great videos by yours truly. And I will see you all in the next video. So thank you all for watching, and may God bless you all. See you all later.